Hello everyone, welcome back to the series, road to number 1 in the world on GeoGuessr Jules. I just had a little nap, it's the evening, and it's time to play some NMPZ Jules here, see if we can push up. We're at 1730 at the moment, that places us 32nd in the world. We peaked at 11th, but we had a pretty tough episode last time. Let's see who we face in today's episode. It's going to be Baraki here, Gross Baraki, who I've not played before, I think. Let's see how it goes here. First one, is it Mongolia or is it Russia? I think this coverage is too dry to be Russia, so I will go Western Mongolia. We're going north-northeast. Maybe this valley could work pretty decently, I think. But it is probably Western with the dryness. Maybe we're too far south with the trees. I don't know, maybe it's a bit further north. I like Mongolia, though, I think. I don't really think of anything else here. So, let's see. We do have Russian-style poles, and it was actually up near this national park here. That's a really good guess from our opponent, 500 points. Fair enough. It was always going to be west, though, so I was never going to lose too many points. Though, yeah, Mongolia is not a country I've studied much. Anyway, next one here, looking Indonesian or perhaps Filipino off the bat here. Yeah, roof is very interesting, but the clear satellite dish should mean we are actually in Indo here. Okay. And so, it's definitely an interesting one. I'm thinking maybe like southern Sumatra here could work pretty nicely. We don't have all tiled roofs. I mean, the fake tiles remind me of Kalimantan, but yeah, I think I'm preferring like a South Suma here. I think fairly difficult round. Gonna go in here, and okay, it was actually just West Java there. Yeah, I was curious about why there were so few tiled roofs going on there, but makes enough sense, I guess. Anyway, next one. Let's see what we got going on. Appear to be in Japan here, of course. 01 area code. We have triple. Okay, so are we actually somehow on Hokkaido here? Or maybe just closer towards... maybe just closer towards the capital. Let's see here. So 3 things. That's really interesting. 01. I think that is an area code, right? So 012, that would be Hokkaido. Then again, it might just be a, I don't know, I'm suspicious. It doesn't really look like Hokkaido. I think I'm gonna go Tokyo here. I think it just looks most like Tokyo. It's flat. The houses look normal, is the big thing here. They don't feel, we have like an AC unit as well. Oh, wow. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, I still think I would have gone Tokyo regardless of the phone code and everything. Opponent hedges Nagoya, and it's better. So we've taken a beating so far. Next one, are we in... This could be like Gen 2 Brazil or something, but I thought probably Mexico is most likely. Where's the sun? Sun appears to be more so to the north, I would say. So that is interesting. It could still be Brazil, I suppose. It does kind of look Brazilian. Like, if I was being objective, I think I still got to go Mexico, though, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I think that... Oh, yeah, that's a Mexican pole top for sure, actually. Just realized. That would be like a Sinaloa pole top. So what do we have? We have westerly mountains, though. It's not the best for Sinaloa. You do get a lot of wooden polage up that way, though. So yeah, I'm going to go for it. I think it's correct. And okay, it was just... it was Sinaloa all the way south, unfortunately. Our opponent is also pretty close there. So, yeah, glad I didn't go Brazil. It's always good to, like, mull over all the evidence you have. On NMPZ. Next one here, North Sumatran pole top here. I'm just gonna go straight for it. It feels like it's probably east with all the oil palms, but it could just be south as well. So I've just hedged. That pole top is like fully symmetrical, and it is. Opponent goes in Aceh. Now that's a weird guess. Aceh has almost no coverage, so I wonder what's prompted that. Very honestly, quite a strange guess from a 1.6k rated. I guess we can check out the profile after. Anchorage, house and cottages. We appear to be in Canada. It looks like it's probably Quebec here, although it's in English, so I guess that wouldn't make sense. This is... Okay, objectively... I guess probably Ontario there, but no front plates, so maybe more Nova Scotia with a single yellow line is weird. I don't think it's Newfie, but then New Brunswick would have this facing towards the road, so... Not really sure what's going on. I think New Brunswick is still the most likely if we have no front plates. Should really be. Maybe around St. John then? I mean, Anchorage. Do we see an Anchorage? Could be something to look for, actually. I doubt it's going to be findable, but yeah, it just looks. No way this would be Quebec. They don't have any French on there. That's not possible, actually. So I guess Ontario with 2 cars with that front plates. That would be crazy. It looks kind of out east anyway. I think I like out east. The problem is, I mean, yeah, there's a bit weird here, but that insulator, I mean, that transformer should be facing the road theoretically. It's all a bit hard here. Maybe Nova Scotia. You could go Nova Scotia here. That would be the other option. I guess we can quickly check for an Anchorage. Don't see it. And okay, it was Nova Scotia. Yeah. He goes PEI. That also doesn't have Gen 4. Honestly, I think the guesses so far seem fine, but like these last 2 have been patently bad guesses. So for a 1600, kind of odd. Anyway, next one here. We're driving right-hand side of the road, of course. It is huge mountains to our west. The vegetation kind of looked Iberian to me, and we have long front plates, so yeah, I guess it should be Spain or Portugal here, I think. Where are the mountains so big like that, though? With a west ridge? Like, we could be here, I suppose, but... yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, am I missing something here? Maybe. I mean, the trees, like, do they fit? I thought so. It's never Norway, right? Like, no, look at these yellow bushes. They feel very much this part of the world. I'm just going to hedge it here. Oh my gosh, Greece? What the heck? Okay, we got to, I mean, clearly my bad play on that last round, but Gross-Baraki, what? Interesting. GG's. I will say GG's because we can only assume it is legit, but let's have a look here. We'll go into GeoGuessr and see Gross-Baraki. I mean, yeah. Sorry if you're legit and I'm coping, but well, I would personally put in a report here actually with the 1,000 games played. Yeah, not convinced actually about that one. So how do I even report? I almost never do that. So watch replay. What do I guess you have to go into watch replay then, maybe. I don't know how this works, guys. Link was copied. Okay, go back, I guess. I don't know. What do you do, guys? I don't want to press main menu. I want to report. Where's that button? You know? Well. Guys, I know you're really meant to press report here at that stage. What the heck? So what do you do, man? Okay, GeoGuessr, this is a problem then. Where is the report button then? So they got queue times. Interesting. The no move queue time is oh no, it actually doesn't mean anything. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I guess we'll have to let go of that one. I might contact the devs or something. But not that I care that much. I mean, we can just get the rating back, but it's a little frustrating to lose to someone clicking Ache and then PEI on Gen 4. Very strange behavior. If you are someone rated my rating, give your opinion in the comments because, yeah, not a huge fan of that. But yeah, let's see what happens in the next duel. I mean, the last round, it was a gettable Greece. The mountains were it was a very defined ridge for Spain or Portugal, to be fair. But it looked like it. I mean, all those yellow flowers in the background really seemed like that to me. Next round, and we're against Karania here, who's same rated as me. He's formerly world #1 here, so let's see what goes down. We're in Nevada here on the first round, going southeast. I don't know. Feels like could be anywhere in Nevada to me. Do we go over here? Do we hedge middle? Not so sure. Southeast. Go here. Why not? Okay, what's the right stretch of road there? He goes for the middle hedge. That's fine. It's going to be a decent amount of damage there, 271. I think me and Karania are fairly evenly matched. As you guys would know, Karania, congratulations to him, is through to the Asia qualifiers as well. Next round here, we are in Sweden, I would say. Looks rather Swedish to me. Probably more on the southern end of things here. Not too sure though. Maybe like Linköping, something like that. Jönköping. Is actually Sweden though. We have a Saab, which feels pretty good for Sweden. We have a yellow field in sign. Yeah, it should be Sweden here to me. It could be Finland potentially. Okay, he goes actually Poland there, which is reasonable. 500 points. It was my other consideration, but I saw some signage in the background, in addition to the yellow sign, which felt very Swedish. Okay, next round here. And we have 2024, and we are driving left-hand side of the road, I would say. It looked Malaysian to me. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? These lights look really Malaysian. What else would this be? 2024. It would be, the plates are not Malaysian, so it should be actually Bangladesh then. Kind of a difficult round. Okay, got there in the end, yeah. I was thinking Malaysia so long, but yeah, the plates were wrong, and I knew something was wrong when I said it initially, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. Okay, that's good. Round number 4, we're in Indo. We are where here? It could almost be like Maluku or something. It kind of looks like... Well, we got Sulawesi fences, so probably actually going to hedge my bets more inside Sulawesi here. Very dark soil. Very dark soil here. Might maybe go Masamba. I kind of like that. I'm doing a difficult run. I'm just going to leave it there. I think it's a good guess. These fences tend to be more so in the south of Sulawesi, I would say, so I don't mind that. Okay, it was North Sulawesi. Yeah, I should have committed a bit more. It did kind of look like Maluku after all, but yeah, we're doing good damage this time at the start of the duel instead of taking damage. So that's nice. Next one here, 1.5 times damage. We are in British Columbia, and well, you just got the wooden pole. Trees feel right. Mountains feel right now. Whereabouts though? I don't think it felt that close to the US border, but I'm not too sure where exactly. South-southwest could be like that. Don't hate it. Looking south at a fairly defined mountain ridge here, which is interesting. I don't know what that would be, because it doesn't actually feel like we're in one of these valleys, which is the interesting part here, I guess. A bit further north? I don't know. I'm struggling to see that road angle, so I feel like this is a good hedge for everything that it can be. Don't love it. We'll see. We go for the same guess, and it ends up being along here. Interesting. So we just couldn't see those mountains to our east at all. Yeah, reasonable guess, but we are no longer flawlessing, as I believe Karania was closer there. Okay, we have Brazil. Whereabouts in Brazil? This fence on the left-hand side of the screen points you more towards the northeast. But the trees are fairly neutral. They don't feel so like typical northeast. We do have a palm, a random palm there. Bahia, Minas, maybe further northeast. Really hard to get a good view of the pole as well. I think I'm just going to hedge here. I think I just hedge here. It should be a good enough guess in my opinion. We'll see about that though. When it was northeast, yeah. I don't know, like the makeup, that was 3,000 points, sheesh. The makeup of trees and everything didn't quite strike me as northeast enough, but the fences are, after all, pretty trustworthy. 2.5 times damage in Nigeria. Feels more western to me, but I could see east or west here, to be honest with you. That's kind of unpleasant, actually. Not really sure where I want to go here. Maybe just a big old hedge. Maybe. Wonder if that antenna helps at all. I'm gonna go for the big old hedge, actually. Okay, we both hedge it. It ends up being Ilorin. As I said, west was my thought. I was thinking of Ibadan, but didn't have the balls to commit, which you sometimes need to, sometimes don't. Next one here, Brazil, RGDS, I would say. You'll know it. I'm gonna go there. Like kind of trees feel very southern here, and this pole top. Wait, I am right? Wait, this is never US. I mean, no, it looks Brazilian. It's actually a fairly difficult round. Now that I still like my guess, but yeah, yeah, I was like, wow, this could actually be US, and yeah, I mean the pole tops were definitely weird. I'm glad I insta-sent because I Honestly, the longer I looked, the less sure I was. But yeah. Anyway, let's see who we get next here. Hopefully Karania comes back for some more. I have no doubt that he will. And yes, it is Karania once again here. So let's see if we can win another. Wave back to our friend and see. Okay, first one, Sri Lanka, black and white signpost, white outer lines here. It gave me more south vibes in all honesty. Don't really see this being too far north. Ends up being more so towards the middle. Got to just like stretch a little bit sometimes during these, man. Too much tension in the body. Okay, next one here. What's going to happen? We've got some Germany action, I would say, 2023. Could always be Luxembourg. I mean, buildings in the background don't feel too far from Luxembourgish. So I'm actually thinking hedging it all the way nearby, actually. I think landscape looks pretty right as well for Luxembourg, so I'm going to go nearby in Germany. Just hedging a little bit more because it is 2023. Road lines actually may be more Luxembourgish, but yeah. Karania goes for the same guess there. It's 10 points of damage. Good to duel him a little bit to see how I'm stacking up in comparison to Karania. But as I said, we have played together quite recently. Feel like it's quite even. This is Russia. Not an easy one. This could be quite far east. I'm leading initially just here. This could be quite far east though. We do have some blue roofs. Can push you a little further east. You may want to hedge further towards Yeka here, or Chelia. I think I'll just hedge at Ufa here. Not really too sure where I'm thinking. Okay, well, it's just like more towards my initial thought, but that's still a fine guess. Glad I didn't go Chuman. That would have been, 1,000 points of damage almost, so that's good. Next one here. And we're in Japan, and it's very rocky. I'm not too sure what I think of this, actually. Probably the southern half of the country. On a concrete road here. Just hedge it between the islands like that, maybe? No, I'm thinking more this direction. I'll go like that. Okay, that was a good guess. Ocean hedge pays off, and we do 700, 800 points of damage there. Not too bad. Consistently outplaying Karania thus far in the episode, although minus that one bad Brazil guess. 1.5 times damage now. Are we in... Wait, this kind of looks like Lampung to me. That might be a too hasty of a send if I want to go immediately, though. It's like a metal pole. It could be South Kalimantan. I do think it's Indonesia, all in all. I'm not really seeing anything apart from Indonesia. I'm going to go Lampung here. That's the vibe it gave me. It's 1.5 times damage. Indonesia can be devastating at this, but I don't think I'm too... It should be like this circle, surely. So we'll see. I could be wrong about the country as well. Haven't confirmed, but it just looks like Indo. And wow, it was actually Kalimantan, as I said it might be. It's big damage. 2.1k. Fortunately, he's not right on it, but I mean... Oh, I forgot about the map. That was going to be definitely Pano ID, I reckon. One of the old coverages selected. Next one here, Midwest vibes immediately. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, something up that way, surely. I think I'll just send it Indiana here. I think I'll just go for that. Like, I definitely just think like this circle, like somewhere in the Rust Belt or whatever. If I'm saying that right. It has to be to me. Okay, we go for the same, yeah. Iowa even, definitely a tough round. Just so suburban that it makes it very difficult to get more of a vibe than the general kind of, 10 states that you think it might be. 2.5 times damage. We're in Mexico. Feels like Mexico City to me. It's giving maximally Mexico City vibes, I would say. Nothing written on anything here. I don't know. Have to go Mexico City here, otherwise where do you go? It's definitely a city nearby if it's not there. The road is red though. The furthest north it could be is like Aguascalientes, surely. Or am I coping? We'll see. These trees. Yeah, okay, it was just there. Oaxaca, indeed. You go slightly further east, west, it will be a little bit of damage our way, which is good. It's all been in big blows. Everything's been neutral until it gets big here. This is Finland, it's north. It's quite far north here. We're going east, southeast. Are we on the border? Are we right up there? Maybe. I get the feeling this is quite far north, But the angle of the road is a little bit concerning. So I will hedge it a bit more like this. Okay, it was actually not so far north as I thought. So the hedging pays off. It's only 500 points of damage. Finland's a country I like, but sometimes you're just wrong. Next one here. Mudbrick in Mexico, presumably. Cars look really Mexican. Mudbrick sends you around Zacatecas normally. So what? Do we see anything else to, you know, kind of confirm or anything? Not really. Very sparse round in terms of meta. Could be much further north. You know, Karania, I think he's pretty good at Mexico, so yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna get much more than that. I think I just trust the mud brick here. It does give maybe slightly more northern vibes than one would expect. But I could see it being down to Mexico City. I could. And maybe central Zacatecas hedge is even what I'm leaning towards now. I'll go for that. Oh wow. He just missed the country there. He goes Arge. And it was almost Zacatecas. Durango. GG's there. Yeah, I mean, the map is very difficult. I don't blame him. That one I was pretty sure just based on the car mix-up there. We had like a bunch of like old American cars, which really just felt the part. For Mexico, okay, can we go 3 for 3 here against the former world number 1? That would be pretty nice. Okay. Okay, so we are in Colombia, I guess. It looks, the pole looks octagonal, but I mean, it looks like Colombia or Ecuador or something instead. I guess you do get those lamps in Colombia. The guy, I think they might be Afro-Colombians here, so probably put us up towards the north coast. If it is there. I could still see Mexico. If that might be an octagonal pole. It's not out of the question. It looks like a black card though, actually, now that I look at that. And it is, yeah. Okay, nothing on the first round there. Probably could have just insta-sent, but because it was only ever going to be like 1,000 points, but ends up being a lot less anyway. I don't really go for the insta-sends on NMPZ. On moving, yes. But on NMPZ, not so much. This one's hard. I think it's Southeast Asia. I think I like Cambodia, but I could see Philippines working pretty nicely here too. Maybe Philippines is more likely. There's like quite a mountain range in the background there. It could be Latin America. Could not discount that possibility. Oof, highly unpleasant round here. The farm feels really Southeast Asian. Is it more Colombian or more Cambodian? Hills are east. So yeah, I don't really know where that fits. You'd have to be like over here. You'd have to be like in this valley. I think there's a lot more options that are possible in Philippines, actually, now that I assess it objectively. Slash maybe even Colombia or something. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it here, though. Okay, it was Thailand. That makes sense. He's over in Mexico. Unfortunate. 1.3k damage. Could have been a lot more if we left it in Cambo, but the problem was nowhere really fit. I'm pretty convinced that no landscape fit in Cambodia. Next one here. It's Canada. Should be Newfoundland, really. We got South Ocean there. Isn't worth going quickly here. The guardrail's not really Newfoundland style, though. Hold the phone. Oh, but that insulator type, I feel like that is quite a Newfie one. Maybe out near St. John's, then. I think I like that. I think it just looks like Newfie, right? It just kind of looks like Newfie. Ocean's to our southwest, I guess. Doesn't really... It's not the best angle for Newfie. It could be like St. Vincent's. I mean, it's a pretty big commit. Like down here, maybe? I don't know. It's a pretty big commit. I think I'd probably prefer to hedge. I don't know. There's a lot of points happening here regardless, I think. I'm gonna go for something. Let's go for it. Let's go in St. Vincent's. I'm pretty sure my guess updated when I hit guess. We'll see. That's the Australian internet for you guys, but if we guessed there, so be it. Okay, 5k there. Yeah, maybe there was a ferry port. That makes sense. 1,000 points. Thankfully, pre-multis there. So our advantage from the Philippines get on Thailand has been nullified. Is that a yellow plate? We're in the US here. We clearly have a very red road, which doesn't really fit for anywhere with yellow plates. So I'm going to ignore the plate. What does it actually look like? Trees? I mean, like, Memphis comes to mind with, like, very red roads, but I think this is further north stuff. It also just kind of feels northeast, doesn't it? we get anything better? Out of full screen. Not so much. Copyright. Not gonna help. What is the yellow plate doing, man? It's not California to me. No. Oh. I'm gonna ignore the yellow red road. I'm gonna go Ohio, I think. I think it kind of looks like Ohio. Let's find out. Was actually a red road zone. Kansas City. Makes sense enough. 250 points. I don't know. The rich suburbs of like those central cities are eternally difficult. Next one here, Peru. Just vibes. Yeah, we got electricity counters too. Tuk-tuks. Where would that place you more so? I'm not so sure about that. Is this more north or more south? 2024. I feel like there's more 2024 coming out in the north of the country. It's a pretty crappy meta, that. I might leave it in Chimbote though. I'm gonna leave it a little bit further towards the center. Oh no, it was Chimbote would have been a really good guess actually. Should have committed more. It's 500 points at least. Things are pretty even here. Double damage now. Have to rely on good guesses only. And we are in Belgium. What's the pole? Pole could fit. Road is significantly crappy, which also fits. I think he's really good at urban Europe. I think I'm happy with Belgium though. And it feels maybe more like Wallonia to me. Yeah. Let's go for that. Okay. Brussels click would have been better. Tight jewel so far. Really want to win this one though. That'll be great to get 3 in a row against Karania. Okay, next one here. Clearly Queensland. Not my strongest state, to be fair with you. This feels southern Queensland to me though. Not too far north, surely. Yeah, the trees are very healthy here actually. Westmar. Could be. West-northwest. I don't know. Maybe this whole this whole angle doesn't work too well. Maybe this road. There are some, the angles are all wrong in this area. West-northwest. Oh, west-northwest, never mind. Gosh, sometimes I'm throwing for content. Oh, this angle works then. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, further out this direction, same angle, roughly. Good guess from Karania there. 500 points, right in the balance, triple damage. We need one really difficult, I think the really difficult rounds have been favoring us here. This feels like Mexico City to me. Do we get anything? No, it feels very rich though. Like it has to be Mexico City to me. Short plates, Mexican looking cars. This is Mexico City, surely. Everything feels right. So let's see where Karania is. Okay, he is there. I could have tried to line up the mountains, but there's really no point. There's only going to be a matter of 100 points anyway. And we do a little damage, which could, sometimes it does pay off. 3.5 times damage now. We're in India. I've been practicing India. Where does this feel? Is this Northeast India? It could be, actually. I'm getting more of a north vibe than I initially did when I loaded into the round. We could even hedge Bangladesh here. So what are the polls doing? The polls are very nondescript. There's a ton of palm going on. Oh, it's ugly. It's ugly. Like, so many points are going to happen here. It's tough to commit. I'm going to hedge Bangladesh, I think. Okay, was Bihar. Yeah. Gonna be a good amount of damage onto us there, 1.8k. It makes sense. It does make sense. Oh, it does make sense, man. No, I just thought of a meta which I should have used. Anyway, next one here. It's a good chance for redemption. It is Argentina, and it feels pretty far south to me. South-southwest. Not Comodoro, I don't think. Further south. Okay, Rio Gallegos. South-southwest. Maybe. What about the next one up? It's inside this cove here. Puerto Santa Cruz. Angle's wrong. Angle's most certainly wrong for that. Okay. Rio Gallegos? Okay, and then we also have to check. Sometimes you do get Rio Grande that looks like this. There are certain places that do technically fit. We are quite behind. We could go for this suburb here, which does have the right angle. Trees? They look pretty unhealthy, to be fair. It is very overcast a lot of the time there. Same for Gyagos, though. Gyagos, how much angle do they have that fits? He's calling crying face here. There is a suburb there that fits as well. Oh no. It was this one. Oh, the next one over. Is that going to be GG damage? Nope, 1.4k. Oh, we could have picked it. I didn't scan that one. That was the one I didn't scan. Or one of the few I didn't scan. Next one here. Southern Russia. Yeah. Rostov, maybe? It's deep winter. Deep winter's helpful here. Rostov, Krasnodar, something like that here. Gonna send it. Gonna put the pressure on. It's worth it, I think. Rostov or Krasnodar? That's... Yes, it is Rostov. Excellent guess. Yeah, I got the vibes for it. That's big damage. 2k. Not bad. It goes for the hedge. You have to commit when you're low down like I am. Let's get a big country here. We don't. It's going to be Ecuador. But I do remember something. East-northeast. I think that we could be... That one? Or the E40. I meant the E40, but I'm not sure where the angle lines up. But these bollards are really common around the E40. So these kind of thick ones. So I think I like my region guess here. Let's see. We do have hills as well. If he 5Ks, he could knock me out here. Oh, we're on it. Excellent guess there. Excellent guess. Turning it up when it matters. It's another 470 points. All of a sudden, as long as we stay within big countries, we are basically even now. Okay, 5.5. We are in... Oh, yes, we are. 20. I want to check the copyright here. Copyright check. Let me see. We need copyright, man. We really need copyright. I think it's further north. 2023. Okay, it's not new coverage. That's very useful. Because new coverage, a lot came out around here. Now I'm thinking that we're definitely going further south here. It's very cloudy. Like, it makes me want to commit to like a passing through the mountains in here kind of guess. A hedge is all that's necessary, though. I'm going to commit to this south idea. It could just be middle. It's probably middle. And it is south. Wow, we make the comeback. GG's to Karania there. Unfortunately, kind of got merchanted there. Unfortunately, I was able to find a copyright because I was actually going to go north. I was going to go for a Hail Mary north guess as well, which may have kept us in the game, to be fair, because I don't know if I was going to go as north as he did. But we come out victorious there. Excellent. 1750. Look, guys, I'm still not convinced about the opponent who beat us before, but regardless, we're positive in today's episode, and we're currently at 21 in the world. Not our peak. What was our peak rating now? Would have been around 1760s, I believe. I think it's time for one more. How long have I been recording? I think it is time for one more here. Let's go. See if Karania is still in the queue or if we will have the pleasure of facing someone else here. And it will be Mr. Karania himself, 1647. Now we've chipped his rating down a bit, so there's 100 difference now. And we have a Argentinian pole top here with these triple. This one's more typical of Peru, but this landscape is never found in Peru with this kind of flatness and vegetation. So Santa Fe, we're going east, slightly southeast. Could certainly fit for the Santa Fe grid here. I think I'll probably just leave it there. It feels Santa Fe or Buenos Aires, maybe. One of the two. Let's see where it is. Well, Santa Fe area, actually just over the border in Paraná. We do a bit of damage there, 386. Nothing to be sneezed at. That can definitely be the difference at the end, like we saw last duel. Came down to less than 386, I think. Next one here. US, presumably. 2021. Could be Canada. I think it's more US. Maybe like South Dakota. The thing is, I could see this being as south as Kansas, so depends what kind of guess we want to go for here, doesn't it? Is that a bit of snow? I think it is. It does give me more Dakota's vibes, especially the lack of a red road here. Obviously, South Dakota does have a lot of red roads, but North Dakota, we're kind of hedging for North Dakota out here. North Dakota doesn't really. I think it's actually a hedging kind of around here. And it was, yeah. He goes Nebraska, which is reasonable. Definitely also reasonable in my opinion. Okay, can we get the four wins in a row would be kind of nutters. And I will still ask for a refund, or will still ask to retroactively report. 2023 here. Is it Germany? Wooden pole could fit. Pole top looks more like Czech. Or something. I still think it kind of looks like Germany though, doesn't it? Maybe this road is actually quite Czech. Just over the border? Just over the border. That could really make sense to me here. You know, hedge it in Czechia, but for Germany. Okay, it was Germany. Wow, North Germany. Terrible guess there. I thought it was like around here where Karania would have guessed in Germany. But then I didn't think you'd see a road like that in South Germany. But East Germany? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, is that Italian? Vendesi. I think this is Italy. Do we get anything by exiting full screen? No, we don't. 2024 new coverage. I think architecture feels more Italian than Spanish. It could be northern Spain. I prefer... why does it feel like in Italy, though? It's kind of confusing. I'll just go for a Middle Italy hedge. I feel like it is Italy. That lamp's almost French, but... Vendesi? Okay, all the way south in Italy. Here goes Spain, yeah. It's a healthy amount of points there, 1.2k. I guess it was southern architecture, but it was very tight together. Couldn't get a sense for the landscape. 1.5 times damage here in Romania. It's kind of an odd Romania, to be fair. That really should be. Oh yeah, big, thick red border on that sign. Lots of tiled roofs here, probably inside the mountains then. It feels a bit northern here. I'll go over here, I think. Okay, was moved off a better guess, but that's how life goes. It's going to be 8 damage. We'll move through to double damage now. Things get interesting. We're in, I would say, somewhere around Cochabamba in Bolivia. We have a blue number plate here. And actually a full blue one, but I'm in blue text on this. And then vibes are just quite Bolivian, I would say. And it's Generation 3 white car, which also helps to go Bolivia, because it's the most or the only coverage there. And wow, it was Peru. Yeah, possible. Was always possible, but you see the results. We both went there. Okay, 2.5 times damage, lock in. I'm ready to move up in the ratings, man. India time. We don't get much here. There's no palm trees. Chhattisgarh, possible. But it's pretty green. Telangana. Odisha. Kind of looks like West Bengal. A little bit. This guess here seems to make quite a bit of sense to me. He guesses. Very interesting grass. It feels a bit more coastal than I thought. All the way south in Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra border here, I think, is my main thought. Let's see how that pays off for us. Oh my gosh. Was Chhattisgarh? Well, it wasn't, but we almost had the right state, and we lose 1,400 points to a UP guess. Sucks. Wouldn't have gone UP there, but I do understand the sentiment, I guess. That's facing towards the road. So... that would be very common in Nova Scotia, Brunswick, also in Quebec. That's facing towards the road. It could be New Brunswick, Nova Scotia border here, I think. Is my best guess. Yeah, just a weird single yellow line, dotted line in Nova Scotia, I think. He guesses. Is it ever Newfie? We do have trees that kind of look Newfie, but I think I'll just use that to go a bit further east in Nova Scotia. Oh, it's PEI. That's a crazy PEI there. And he goes Quebec. Very reasonable guess. 3.1k there. Oof. What a crazy PEI that was. So northern feeling, so few red road, few red soil. 4.8 area code. We're in Brazil. Oh no. I thought we were in Mexico. Okay, 3 4s should be here. I think it should be Santa Catarina. And do we get a place name here? No. 4-8. It feels kind of coastal. Blumenau, maybe. Just go here. Okay, it was Santa Catarina. That's well remembered, but it's not going to be too many points. I mean, we could have won if we clicked the right town, and it was coastal, but was it worth the risk? Especially when I don't actually know the phone codes properly? No, probably not. Okay, quadruple damage now. We're in Russia. This feels like Murmansk to me, yeah. I'll just send it. In case he doesn't know. I'm pretty sure it's Murmansk. We have so many rocks on the side of the road, and it's Generation 4. And if he somehow blunders it, oh, but he doesn't, yeah, he got the road. But if he somehow blundered it, then it would have just been GG. So, that's a good get from him. And we move forward to 4.5. We've done a bit of merchanting against him. Not going to let it happen against us, though. This is Peru, Bolivia, or Colombian landscape. It almost feels like Peru this time. But north or south is a difficult question. Maybe you'd hedge north, because it looks more like Colombia than Bolivia. Could even be Ecuador. I could actually see Ecuador here. Does it kind of feel like just like Cajamarca? Maybe. I do like the Peru idea. We only have to be a bit closer. Maybe I commit. I think I commit here. Let's see. Oof, we 5k, and he's in Bolivia. Let's go. GG's. Wow. I mean, this has been a great run. Yeah, so there we go. 1761. And I won't harp on it longer, but we'll see what we can do about that game that happened before. We're 8th in the season at the moment. And on the leaderboard, we did it! No, that's the friends leaderboard, never mind. We are 17th. Not too bad. Yeah, I was going to say, that would be way too much of a jump to get us into the top 10. But a winning streak has put us within arm's reach. 1800 is the goal at the moment. And then, well, 2000, it's possible. But I don't know if I have quite that consistency at this level to get to where Kaz is. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys all really enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in one very soon. Until next time, and goodbye.